There's more breaking news after a very tense day near the U.S. Capitol, especially with fears of a new January 6 type attack running high. Capitol Police say a man claimed to have a bomb forced an hours-long standoff before giving up. Thankfully, there was no bomb. Tonight, we're learning more about who this person is, what was on his mind, at least as much as can be gleaned from his social media postings. More now from CNN's Ryan Nobles.
It started around or about 9 o'clock Thursday morning. 49-year-old Floyd Ray Roseberry entered Washington, D.C. in a black pickup truck looking to cause trouble.
I'm parked up here on the sidewalk right beside all this pretty stuff.
He settled on a spot in front of the Library of Congress, directly across from the U.S. Capitol, and claimed to anyone that would listen that his truck had a bomb.
Hey, call the police and tell them to come out here and clear the Capitol. Tell them to clear the Capitol.
He quickly got the attention of Capitol Police. They began to clear the area. At 9:43, they tweeted this urgent warning. USCP responding to a suspicious vehicle near the Library of Congress. Please stay away from this area. Then at 9:54, less than an hour after Roseberry arrived, they sent this message to staffers on the Hill, telling them, among other things, if you are in a public space, find a place to hide or seek cover. That began a long and tense standoff between Roseberry and police, one that would include an evacuation and lockdown of buildings across a 3-block radius, as police attempted to wait Roseberry out.
All right, guys. Looks to me like I'm getting ready to make a phone call.
He live-streamed his grievances on Facebook, promising a revolution and calling out President Joe Biden.
I'm just warning you, Biden, don't pull the trigger on this truck, because I'm not responsible for it.
He demanded Biden resign and complained about the administration's immigration policy and its response in Afghanistan.
It's my land. It's your land. We're the people. We're taking a stand, Joe. Got all them people dying in Afghanistan, all them kids being raped. Just let the Taliban run right through.
He also showed the inside of his truck, filled with loose change he claimed would turn into shrapnel, and held in front of him a canister he claimed was filled with a chemical explosive. He warned if police attempted to shoot him to end the standoff, his truck would explode. A later assessment of the truck's contents revealed there was no bomb, but what police described as bomb-making materials. Throughout the ordeal, Capitol Police used inventive ways to attempt to quell the situation.
We tried to negotiate with Mr. Roseberry. We first started doing that with a whiteboard, just writing messages back and forth. We used a robot to get a telephone down to him, but he would not use the telephone.
Eventually, 5 hours after it began, Roseberry gave up.
He gave up and did not resist, and our folks were able to take him into custody without incident.
His precise motives remain unclear, but based on his social media monologues, politics were a big driver of his angst. His son Christopher told CNN that his father took a much greater interest in politics after Donald Trump was elected. Biden's victory made him very upset. Since Biden got elected, he's just been like, man, he doesn't like change, I reckon, Christopher Roseberry said, adding his father told him, quote, I'm sticking up for my country. We need to get the country back to the way it was.
And Ryan Nobles joins us now from Capitol Hill. So I'm wondering what your sense is. I mean, obviously nerds are afraid because of what happened on January 6th, and this guy was sort of speaking the language of insurrection and stuff. Clearly he was making it all up about the bomb. What's your sense of how that fear kind of impacted the reaction today?
Anderson, I don't think there's any doubt that what happened here on January 6th and the continuing rhetoric that is all over social media right now just makes these incidents even more serious than they would have been prior to January 6th. There's no doubt that law enforcement would have taken this situation seriously. But when you go to the broader Capitol Hill community, the staffers, the journalists, the lawmakers that are up here every single day, they often will hear of reports of a suspicious package or a vehicle in a place where it's not supposed to be and just assume that it's something that'll be quickly brushed away. That doesn't happen anymore. Everyone treats every incident like this very seriously. And then when you couple it with the live stream of this individual ranting about the government and specifically the president, that just raises the anxiety level even higher. And there's just no doubt that the world changed significantly for the people on Capitol Hill on January 6th. And what happened here today just brought that home in a very real way.